Hi guys, in today's video I'm finally going to show you how to put the law of attraction into practice and manifest the life of your dreams. So a while ago I made a video about a few powerful examples of how I use the law of attraction in my own life to get what I wanted, experiences or things or good marks or whatever it was. And I promised to make this video in the future, so here it is. I really hope that you find it interesting and helpful, and let's get started. The first tip I've got for you is release your resistance. So it's very true that when you focus on something that you don't want, it's impossible to get what you actually want because the universe just doesn't understand. So often people have resistance to getting more money. Programming from our family with things like having more money brings more stress, or having more money makes you vain, or having more money means that you will change, it will bring more troubles in your life. All of these things actually make us subconsciously scared of becoming more rich. And the same thing applies to all the other things in your life. For example, love. My sister is really scared of falling in love, and she's really scared of not getting the same love back. She's scared of getting hurt. She always says that relationships are very complicated, that none of her friends are happy. She has never seen a happy marriage apart from mine. And in this way, she's actually creating that resistance. And that's why the universe is not sending her her love. The next thing is actually very important. It's something that really I can really relate to as well, and that's always striving for higher emotions. So Esther and Jerry Hicks, in their book With Abraham's Teachings, they explain that there is this kind of sequence of emotions from the worst one to the best one to the most powerful one that will either help you get what you want or will make sure that you don't get what you want. So the worst feeling, the worst emotion that you can have is a feeling of powerlessness. When you are in that feeling, it's impossible to change your life and to get anything that you desire. So the much better thing is to be angry, to be honest, even though being angry isn't really seen as a very positive emotion in our society. It's actually much better for you. And then from anger, the next emotion is worry, then being pessimistic, then being optimistic, and then things like joy and passion. So joy is like the most powerful emotion, and passion is the second most powerful emotion. So as you can imagine, when you're really joyful, when you're really enjoying what you're doing, and when you're also really passionate about it, it's just going to create a lot of success in your life. The next tip is really staying away and not trying to attract any more negativity in your life by controlling your negative thoughts. So every time you have a negative thought, acknowledge it and then let it go. Don't get stuck in these vicious negative circles. Also, things like gossiping are actually extremely negative, and they suck you into this negative energy, and it just brings you down to a lower frequency. Have you ever noticed that when you actually gossip about somebody with somebody, and then you finish and you kind of feel really exhausted and you feel bad about yourself, you feel energetically depleted, and that's because gossiping is such a negative thing that really we shouldn't really get involved in. And you probably know the saying already where it says that small people talk about things and people and other people, and great people instead talk about ideas. So that's definitely a great tip for all of us, to focus more about ideas and about what we would like to achieve rather than criticizing other people. The next thing comes from a really cool talk by Gabby Bernstein, and I think it's called Making Miracles Happen or something like that, and it's a really great phrase that you can use that definitely puts you into the right mode of manifesting and imagining the things that you want. So she says, if there's something that you really desire, or if you find yourself in the wrong kind of emotional state where you're negative, just use the phrase, wouldn't it be nice if. So for example, let's say you're driving around on a busy day and you can't find any parking where you need, and if you just say, wouldn't it be nice if I just found a parking right in front of the door, and if you really invest a lot of emotion into that sentence, it's very probable that you'll actually find the parking. Next tip is just ask what you want. Very simple, right? But so often we don't define clearly in our own head what we actually want, and if you don't know what you want, the universe will not know what to give you and won't give you anything, or will give you something that you totally didn't expect. And it's also very important to be very precise and very detailed about what you want. And luckily the universe actually brings you more of what you're focused on, of what you're thinking about. So if you spend a lot of time thinking about exactly what you want, about all of the details, the universe will have no other choice but just to give you what you want. Next tip is be thankful about what you already have. This is so powerful, and if I had to choose the most important point out of all of these, this is probably going to be the most important one. So of course we have to strive for something better in our life. Of course we have to have visions and dreams, but at the same time it's important not to feel the lack, not to focus on what we don't have. And that gratitude, that positive, super high frequency emotion is just going to bring even more of the things that we already have, and so much more than we ever dreamed about. For example, waking up every single morning and starting the day by writing down 3 or 5 things that you're really grateful for every single day. It's really transformative, and it really makes your life so much better. And the next point is actually very similar to this one, but it kind of takes it to the next level, and that's be thankful for the things, not only for the things you already have, but also for the things that you don't have yet, for the things that you actually really want to have in your life. Be thankful for them as if they already happened, as if they're already part of your reality. Because that's how the universe works. When it's in your mind, when you're imagining it and using your emotions, when you're really involving your emotions, when you feel so good about having that thing or experience or whatever it is, your body is going to feel it too and will get engaged in that too. And that's going to take your vibrational frequency to very high level, straight to the universe, and the universe will give it back to you. So next tip is focus on what you want with lots of details and be very clear about it. However, don't try to focus too much on how to get there. Leave that to the universe, because that's the job of the universe. It is going to figure out the best ways for you to get there, and maybe it will even surprise you with something even better than you imagined, because the universe always knows what's best for you. So if you try to control the universe, and if you try to be too proactive and really push things instead of just go with the flow of things, the universe is not going to like it, and you will really struggle so much, but you won't really move forward as much as you wanted. If you of course work hard and do what you're supposed to do, but at the same time you kind of let go and have complete faith in the universe, and complete faith that is going to bring you all the answers when the time comes, when the right time comes, you're going to get incredible results. And I know it's a very difficult balancing act. It's very difficult to find that place where you are very clear about what you want and you are working towards it, but at the same time you completely let go and go with the flow and you have complete faith. It's not easy to do that. It's very easy to push too much and try to control too much. And then the last tip I've got is creating a magical creation box. So get a really nice, beautiful, decorated box and put all kinds of things that are that symbolize what you desire into that box. Things like brochures or pictures of experiences or people, or if you really want to conceive a baby, put a picture of a little baby in there, or a really healthy person with abundant health, or a lovely holiday destination, or whatever it is that you really desire. Put all of those things in there and put a little label on top of the box saying whatever is in the box is basically whatever is in the box is actually going to happen. And I think I got this from You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay. I'm not completely sure because I found a little note in my notebook, but I didn't write which book it was from. I think it's such a great idea. It's kind of similar to a vision board, but I think this little box is even more powerful. And my final tip, my tip number 10, I believe, is read books that inspire you and that always keep you in a higher vibrational frequency. So I can recommend a few books today, and I'll leave them all linked down in the description box. But there are books that really changed my life and made it so much better for me. So the first book that I can really recommend about the topic of manifesting a dream is Breaking the Habit of Being Yourself by Dr. Joe Dispenza. The Universe Has Your Back by Gabby Bernstein is so great as well. And also that talk that comes for free with it called Making Miracles Happen or something like that is absolutely awesome too. Also the classic You Can Heal Your Life by Louise Hay is incredible. Ask and It Is Given by Esther and Jerry Hicks. And also The Big Leap. I've just finished reading that book and it was absolutely incredible. It's basically about how your life can be perfect all the time. There's no glass ceiling to how much you can achieve, to how much happiness you can have, how much abundance, how much health you can attract into your life. There's really no limit. We create those limits by ourselves. So thanks so much for watching this video. I really hope that you got interesting ideas from it, and I really hope that you'll be applying the law of attraction in your life if you haven't tried already. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.